Welcome to the Archipelago live stream. Thank you so much for joining me. We've got Chris on, we've got Lisa on, we've got Richard on. If you are here, if you are tuning live, jump in the chat and say hello. Hi, Nikki. Here via phone, super slow typing. No worries, Nikki, but nice to have you here. Yes, Brooke, we've got some gorgeous images we're going to be editing with today. We'll get underway shortly. So what I want to know from you before we start the stream properly is, if you celebrate Christmas, I want to know on a scale of 1 to 10, how ready are you for Christmas? Throw it in the chat and let me know. 1 to 10, how ready are you for Christmas if you celebrate it? Don't hate me, but I'm a firm 10. I've basically ordered all of the gifts I need to order, and I think I've got 3 left to wrap, and that's me done. I have been prepared. Yes, Iva's a 10. Oh, Chris is a hard 2. Oh, mate, you've got a long way to go. Leah says, always ready. Firm 10, I like it. Good work. -3 for Richard. Okie dokie. Yeah, the goats are probably taking up all your time at the moment, Richard. Amazing. So we'll get underway shortly. We're going to be editing with the incredible new Quest set today, Quest 11, which is an Insta-film inspired set. Super gorgeous. Probably one of the most transformative sets from Quest so far. Literally one click and you get an incredible nostalgic edits, so you'll see those shortly. So Brooke says 98% done my shopping. Yeah, I think you're pretty much ready then. That sounds good. Very nice. So here are the images we're going to be editing with today. We've got 10 gorgeous images. Big thank you to the photographers for providing these images that we're going to be editing with today. Just for an idea of how this is going to work, we're going to jump into the images in just a moment. I'll walk you through the set and then we'll start editing with them. But just for reference, up in the top left, we've got the photographer's name and also the settings that you use to capture the image. So if you want to know what lens they use, things like that, you've got that up at the top left there. But more importantly, the photographer's name, and there's some incredible images here, so do check out the photographers that we featured in this. So a big thank you again to those that submitted images for us to use. Leah says, so excited about this preset. Yes, Leah. So the way that I like to run these streams, we'll edit all of these images with the Quest 11 presets. But I'm also there to answer any questions you might have as well. So do throw those in the chat if you're unsure of anything, or if you want to know a particular technique or anything about the presets as we go through. I also like to edit in the order that you want to see. So if there's a particular image that you want to see edited next, you can let me know which image. You see the number up in the top left of each of the thumbnails. You can just throw that in the chat at any point and say photo number 8, and I'll try and get onto that one next. So if you want to see a particular image, let me know and I'll try and do those in the order, but we'll work through all 10 and we'll go through and take a look at the amazing presets. But not only that, these live streams obviously are an opportunity for you to ask any questions you might have for us, the developers behind the sets. But also we like to give away stuff as well, because, you know, why not? And we're giving away one of these incredible mugs during the stream, an Archipelago Quest mug. And all you need to do to be in the chance of winning one of these coveted mugs is just be here on the stream live and interact in the chat as we go through the stream, and we'll announce a winner at the end. But not only that, we're giving away not 1 but 2 prizes today. So we're also going to give away one of these snazzy new Quest Lab t-shirts to one lucky person at the end of the stream. So if you want to be in chance with winning one of these incredible Quest Lab, look at that design, Quest Lab t-shirts, stick around. We've got this and we've got this to give away at the end of the stream. So you're going to look great and you're going to be drinking great. Who knows? I don't know what that means, but let's go with that. So we'll announce that at the end of the stream. Stick around, and all you need to do is be here, interact as we go through. Brooke says, coffee tastes so much better in a Quest mug. It definitely does. I can attest to that. Oh, Chris, do you not even have one of these yet? Oh, mate. Not to brag, but yeah, I've got one right here, and someone else is going to get one before you do. So there we go. Look at that. Not even Richard's got one, so this is a sought-after item. Amazing. So we'll dive in and we'll start editing. We'll get on with the stream. So like I said, we've got these 10 incredible images. We're going to start off with this first image up at the top here, and I'll just run you through the presets in the Quest 11 set. And then from there, we'll start moving through the rest of the images. So have a quick look while I've got the thumbnails up now, and let me know if there's a particular image that you want to see next. Brooke's already jumped in with image number 5. Thank you, Brooke. Nice and quick. So we'll start with 1, we'll jump to 5, and then whatever you want to see after that. So just let me know. So let's jump into the develop panel. We'll start off with this incredible image from Rebecca. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to showcase the presets in Quest 11, but I'm just going to start off by adjusting the exposure and the white balance. I might actually do an auto white balance. Yeah. Lovely, and just maybe a tiny little bit of a straighten. Brilliant. So let me show you the presets in this set. This is Quest 11, and this is an instant film inspired set. So this is inspired by Polaroids and Instaxes and all those kinds of incredible instant film looks, which have a very, very sort of unique, very nostalgic look. And this set was created by Richard, who's here in the chat. So if you've got any questions specifically for Richard, you can fire away in the chat as well. He'll try and answer those. But he created this set, and it's an incredible, incredible set. We've got quite a lot of presets in here as well. So we've got 4 presets and then 2 additional bonus presets in there as well. Thank you, Nikki. Image 6 next. Thank you for that. Awesome. So let me run you through the set to begin with. So Quest 11, preset 1, instant film. And look at that. Just one click, and we're straight away getting such a gorgeous, nostalgic vibe. Those lovely warm tones. Got greens running through the shadows there as well. Just replicates that kind of instant film look so well. So that's AQ11 preset 1. Preset 2. We get that rich warmth. Pushes the highlights through a little bit more there as well. Look at that. We've got amazing work, Richard. It's defo one of my favorite Quest sets. There we go. AQ11-3. Looking incredible, very sort of cinematic actually, with the kind of green undertones. AQ11-4. And then we have AQ11-5, which is a vintage film bonus preset. And this one has light leaks that run through the edges of the image. I'll show you those in a moment. And AQ11-5 vintage film 2, another bonus preset. And this one has these sort of streaks of light that you see, very, very typical for instant film, where you get these kind of light leaks that run in little bands up and down the image. So you'll see that a little bit more. You can kind of see it at the bottom of this image, but you'll see it as you go through and edit some different images. You can see it a little bit more pronounced, but really, really cool. And then we actually have 3 border effects as well. So film effect border 1, 2, and 3, which add an incredible filmic border to your image. So this one has this white border that goes around the edge. We have border 2, which is a dark version. And then we have my personal favorite. I think this one's absolutely amazing. It's a film effect border 3, which has these really, really cool, very sort of like old school rounded corners. Really, really distinct. Looks particularly good when you do a 1:1 ratio crop, so square crop. It looks really, really good. But yeah, my favorite film border effect in this set. So we'll have a play around with those as well. Of course, we've got the profile, which I'm not showing you yet, but I'll show you that in just a moment. And of course, then just a film effect border off, so you can just easily switch the effect off if you want to as well. So for this, let's have a look. I think I'm going to go ahead and edit with preset 1 for this. let's go for it. So AQ11.1 instant film. And when I apply this, you're going to see up at the top right of the develop panel here, we've got the instant film profile, and this is set to 100 as default. And this thing is magical. Obviously you get this look straight away from one click of the preset, but let me show you how much the profile is adding to this. If I drag this all the way to the left, you can see we reduced that instant film look by quite a way. And then as soon as we increase that up there, it really, really looks like instant film. You get that kind of effect in the highlights where it just blooms the highlights, crushes them as well. It's such a unique look and so well executed just through this one profile. So I love this. So let's go ahead. I'm going to crank it up a little bit, not too high, maybe around there, 158. That's looking good to me. Just going to have a quick look at the exposure, maybe bring it up a tiny little bit more. And basically that's just clicking the preset and adjusting the profile. And this is before and this is after. So super, super cool. Let me go ahead and show you a little bit of a close-up on this one. We've got a really nice grain that's applied as well as default. Really beautiful. So there's the before and there's after with Quest 11 preset 1. And here's a little side-by-side. Love the cinematic vibes. Insert shocked owl gif here. I don't know what gif that is, but I feel like I need to know what gif that is. That sounds incredible. Amazing colors, I'm so in love. Yes. Oh, Brooke, as if you can't dethrone Quest 10, which is my set, with Richard's set, Quest 11. That's mean. No, I'll let you off. Richard not only owns goats, but he is the goat as well, so it's all good. Actually, I want to show you something else before I move on. So let's go back into that image. So if you are a Quest subscriber already and you've been with Quest for a little while, obviously we released Quest 10 last month. And if you're new to Quest, you can still get hold of any of the previous Quest presets. You can purchase those from the archive store if you're a Quest subscriber. But the other set that we included last month was the Dust and Scratches, which is a Quest tool set, Quest Tool 3, and it works really, really well with these as well. So that was released alongside Quest 10, which is the X-Film special edition set, but it works really well with this set here as well because we've got that filmic vibe. So if we go ahead and take a look at the Dust and Scratches, and I'm going to go ahead and apply one of these to this because they definitely work really well. Yeah, let's go for this one. So this is Dust and Scratches 2, and this basically just adds, well, just that dust and scratches to the image. So you can see down here, it just applies these kind of effects over the top of the image. Suits this sort of editing style really well because it has that nostalgic look, very filmic, and it suits this instant film vibe very, very well as well. And you can combine lots of these different tools. So of course, we've got the instant film profile, which we've cranked up there. We've applied the preset. I've just put on a dust and scratch tool from Quest Tool 3. And then we can use the film effect borders here as well. So this is film effect border 1, looking gorgeous. Film effect border 2, and my favorite, film effect border 3. Now I think for this, it's a tough one, but I think I'm gonna go for film effect border 1. So now we've got the border effect on there, we've got the preset applied with the instant film profile, and we've got the dust and scratches tools on top. So now you can see all of those coming together. And it looks super, super nice. And now if I show you the side by side, you can see just how much this image is transformed. We've got the effect around the edge, we've got texture on there with the dust, and we've got that gorgeous preset bringing in those incredible colors. Super nice. Brooke says I'd go with 2 on this, so the film border 2, so the darker one. I was debating, that was a tough one, but I went with 1, but 2 definitely looks nice as well. All right, so let's move on. So 5 was the next image choice, and then we had another one after that. What was that? I can't remember. Let me find it. What was the one after? image 6. Oh, nice and easy. 5, then 6. Cool. So let me know after 5 and then 6 which images you would like to see next. So number 5. Super beautiful image here from K. Rogers. So I'm going to bring up the exposure a tiny little bit, and I'm definitely going to add a little bit more warmth to this. That's looking good to me. And let's take a look at these presets. So instant film AQ11.1, looking very, very nice. AQ11.2, AQ11.3, AQ11.4, and then the bonus presets AQ11.5, vintage film 1 and vintage film 2. And we'll go for vintage film 1 on this because it looks super nice. So this is AQ11.5, vintage film 1. Now this one actually has a little bit of a different profile applied. So you'll notice it says instant film light leak. So this has the instant film look that is applied in the rest of the presets here. But additionally, if I increase this, you can see on the left and right, we have this incredible light leak effect built into the profile. So you can crank it all the way up and get a really strong effect, or you can go for something a little bit more subtle. It's also applying that instant film look. So if we take a look sort of here in the center of the frame, by the light leak, you can see how the tones shift around as we increase this. So incredible tool. It just again transforms the image so much. Looks super nice. I think for this I'm going to go somewhere around here. So that's right in the middle, 100. That's looking super nice. So we're getting this lovely warm color in the edges here. And we've got that really nice instant film look in the middle. Why not? Let's throw on a dust and scratch as well, just because I think this image would benefit from it. So that's looking very, very nice. Here's the before and here's after, side by side. Looking super nice. Because we've got this this light leak with the warm colors in the edge, you could actually get away with going for a bit of a cooler toning to the actual image, like this, and then we've got that kind of effect creeping in the side. And then we could actually go ahead and increase the contrast just a little bit as well for a little bit more punch. Yeah, that looks good to me. So I'll zoom in and show you. Let's go to 100. There we go. So there's a nice side by side before and after. You got that really nice texture with the grain running through there. Gorgeous colors. We've got the dust and scratches that we applied there as well, and then this really nice light leak down the sides. Amazing. So we'll crack on with image 6 in just a moment, but I just want to say hello to anyone just joining. Thank you if you have just joined. Thank you as well if you've been here since the start. I'm Liam. I'm your host for this live stream. We're going to be editing with Quest 11. So we've edited a couple of images already. We're just going to go through the presets, describe the set, edit with them, answer any questions you have about the set or about editing in general in Lightroom. If you've got any questions about how to achieve a certain thing, feel free to ask in the chat. We'll try and answer those as well. And of course, it wouldn't be a live stream if we didn't give away something as well. So we're going to be giving away an Archipelago Quest mug. And on top of that, we're also giving away one of these incredible Quest Lab t-shirts. So all you need to do to be with a chance of winning either a t-shirt or a mug is be here on the live stream, interact in the chat as we go through, and we'll be selecting 2 people to win these at the end of the stream. So do stick around. Amazing. So let's go on to image number 6. Super nice image. This one's by Chelsea Selby. Really nice landscape. Got these mountains on either side, and then this couple really nice sort of motion in the dress and stuff here as well. Very, very pretty. So the first thing I'm going to do with this is I'm just going to have a look at, just straightening it a tiny little bit. I'm going to bring the exposure down a touch as well. It feels just a little hot on the face there. So I'm just going to bring that a tiny bit. I think the white balance is looking good, so I don't think I'm going to change that. So let's go ahead and take a look at the presets. So this is Quest 11.1. Quest 11.2, that's looking very nice with the warm tones. Quest 11.3. Quest 11.4. And then Film 1 bonus preset. Very, very nice. And Film 2 bonus preset. This is a tough one. 1's looking good. 3's looking good. 4's looking good. To be fair, they all look good. I think for me it's between 4 and 3. Help me decide, 4 or 3. Which one do you think? Let me know in the chat. Hey Nikki, hi from Cornwall. Ah, Cornwall's such a beautiful place. I love the Cornish coast. The mug would look mighty fine by the beach. Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that. So Ivor said 3, Nikki said 3. Yeah, Richard's agreed 3. Let's go with that. So this is AQ11.3. Again, let's start by adjusting the instant film profile up here. So you can see again just how much this changes the image. So if you want something a little bit more modern looking, you can kind of drag the instant film profile down a little bit. You still get the really nice colors from the preset, but the effect of the instant film look isn't quite as pronounced. Or you can crank this up if you want something really dreamy and really nostalgic. And I think for this, we definitely want a good amount of that. I think probably around where it was. So I've got it set to 88 now. It was on 100 as default. So around where it was looks really nice to me. Let's take a look. Quite like to view the images like zooming out a little bit, so you kind of view it slightly smaller, and it almost looks like a postcard. It's so pretty with this border on and with these color tones. Big fan. Let's zoom in. I'll let it render for a second. There we go. So we've got that really nice grain, gorgeous toning throughout. There really is nothing that I would change about this. I think it looks super nice. And we could actually go ahead and mix in another set. So, you know, we had a play with the Quest Tools Dust and Scratches for that kind of filmic effect over the top. But another set that would work really well with these is the Archipelago Tools Light Leaks. So the Light Leak set from Archipelago works really nicely with these as well. So we could go ahead and put something like, let's have a look, maybe Light Leak 3. Yeah, let's go for Light Leak 3. So these really nice bands of light that run down. Again, very filmic, suits this look. So here's the before, and here's after. Before and after. There's the side by side, completely transforms the image. Just totally different. Got so much emotion and kind of nostalgia in this. Let's go ahead and zoom in. Amazing. All right, cool. So let's have a look. Did anyone else pick any images? Leah says 10, please. Okay, cool. So we'll do image number 10 next. Thank you, Leah, for choosing. And then if someone wants to let me know what they want to see after that. Looked up Cornish mizzle. When did you think? Yeah. Yeah, the word mizzle is very Cornish. It's a type of weather. Look it up if you've not heard of mizzle before. That's great. So image number 10, let's take a look at this one. This is a really pretty image. It sounds like cereal. Incredible. I've got a feeling that Chris is going to do a jingle for mizzle cereal now. Chris is very musically gifted, by the way, if you didn't know. He also sometimes has too much time in his hands and likes to make funny things. So I fully expect a mizzle jingle from you, Chris. So I'm just going to increase the temperature on this image, and I'm going to bring the exposure down just a tiny little touch. So nothing too drastic, just warm it up and reduce the exposure. And let's take a look at the presets. Nothing better than a bowl of Cornish mizzles to salute. Amazing. So here we go, AQ11.1 instant film. Look at that, super, super nice. Love what it's doing to the greens in the background. I love what it's doing to the skin, to the color in her suit as well. AQ11.2, got that lovely warmth running through the image. Nice and bright as well. AQ11.3. We've got film 1 and film 2. It's gonna be 1. I think AQ11.1 is the one that I'm drawn to, so I'm gonna go with that. I'm going to bring the exposure down just a tiny little bit and let's play around with the instant film profile. Yeah, very, very nice. So yeah, pretty much 100 is exactly where it's looking good. Yes, do we want a border on this? I think we do. I think we're going to go for film effect border 1. There we go. There's before and there is after. So we warm the image up a little bit before we apply the preset, but then we've gone for AQ11.1. We'll have the profile set as 100 and we've applied film effect border 1. And that looks super nice. Give that a second to load. So there's the side-by-side before and after. Leah says, can I ask if any of these photographers use a film camera or DSLR/mirrorless? Not sure what you mean by that question, Leah. As in, just do they tend to use film as well as digital, or? All these images are shot on digital, so these are all RAW files. So this particular one is a Canon RAW file, so it's a CR2 file. And this one was shot with a 5D Mark IV. Yeah, so these are all shot on digital, so they're all RAW files, various different cameras. So that particular one, like I said, was a Canon file, CR2. But they're obviously getting this incredible filmic look from the presets from Quest 11. I personally love film. I shoot a lot of film as well as digital, so having these kinds of tools in my digital workflow is something that I absolutely adore, because I love the look of film, but it's not always practical to shoot film. But it's nice if you've got the flexibility of digital, but you can get a very filmic look. So, you know, something like this where you're getting a look of instant film without the expense and usually the low quality of shooting instant film. So I've got an instant film camera here actually. This is an Instax, which I do love. It's very, very cool, but it's not always practical to shoot with. So being able to get a look similar to that when you're shooting digital is very, very handy, and that's what Quest 11 brings, which is incredible. So let's have a look. Image 4 says Brooke, let's go for that. Someone else says 4 as well, so we'll go for that one next. Thank you very much, both of you. Leah says, me too, love the look of film, but too scared about using a film camera, so these presets are perfect for me. Definitely. I'm not going to tell you not to shoot film though. I absolutely will tell you to shoot film. If you haven't tried it, you need to try it. It's incredible, and you learn a lot about photography, I think, from shooting film. It's not easy, but you learn a lot, and it will make you appreciate your digital, what the digital cameras can do so much more as well. So I would highly recommend trying it, but definitely nice to have the flexibility of being able to edit your digital files and get such gorgeous dreamy looks without the expense and hassle of shooting film. All right, so image number 4, which is this really gorgeous image here. So I don't think this one's shot out. This is outside, I think, but I think it's undercover. So we've got slightly different sort of lighting, sort of illuminated from the front. It's almost cave light, where you got the light coming in from the front of the subjects. So it's similar to what you would get, I suppose, shooting indoors if they were the subjects were facing the window. So it's a pretty good one to try out. So let's have a look. I think for this, let's have a look. I think exposure's looking good. I've increased it just a tiny little bit. And I think it's just running a tiny bit warm. So I'm going to bring this down and I'm going to bring it across to the green side a little bit as well. That's looking better to me. So let's take a look. So instant film 1. I'm going to increase the exposure a bit more actually. Let's have a look. There we go. Instant film 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5 film 1 bonus preset and film 2 bonus preset. So you can see with these two, actually this is a good image to show you the bands of light that run along the top and bottom of the images. So you can see as I hover over here, you've got these kind of bands of light that run along the top and bottom. Very typical of instant film. It's something you get quite often, so it's very, very cool that it's emulated in these presets as well. I think for this, let's have a look. I'm gonna go for 2. I really like the warm tone and the way that it's running throughout the image. Let's play around with the profile. Oh yeah, no, I definitely want to increase it a little bit. I'm just gonna bring the exposure back down a little bit here as well. So another thing that these presets do a really good job of is if you've got an image that's slightly underexposed, it really emulates the look of instant film in that setting as well. So instant film has a tendency to not have as much latitude as something like negative film. So you tend to find that if the image is slightly underexposed, you get these kind of very flat looking, muddy looking shadows. And this actually does an incredible job of imitating that when you increase the profile. So if I crank that up, you can see how I get this really nice effect in the shadows here, and it's super, super accurate to instant film. So nice. And obviously you've just got one slider that you can drag up and down and set it exactly where you want. So I think for this, I really like the look that we're getting when we increase it. I'm definitely gonna put a film border on. I'm just gonna have a look and see which one. Yeah, it's got to be film border 3. Love that. Looks super, super nice. Let's put some dust on here as well. Yeah, DNS 09 from the Quest Tools 3 Dust and Scratches set, and that finishes off just nicely. So that's looking really good. Look at that. Colors look incredible. So here's before and here's after, and that's with AQ11 preset 2, instant film profile increased. We've added dust and scratches preset from the Quest Tools 3 Dust and Scratches set, and we've put the film border on there as well. That's film border 3. And there's the side by side. Okay, so we still have image number 2, 3, 7, 8, and 9 left to edit. So let me know what you want to see next. Leah says dreamy, so magical. Absolutely couldn't agree more. Brooke says film border 3 is amazing for making an image stand out. So 2, 3, 7, 8, or 9. Leah says 7. Let's go with that one next. Here we go. So this really nice image here from Bernadetta. Love this. Let's start by increasing the exposure quite a bit. I'm going to bring up the temperature just a touch here as well. That's looking good to me. Let's take a look. I think for this, 3 is calling to me. I'm just going to decrease the instant film profile just a little bit, just so that the subject is separated from the background nicely. If we have it too high. We start to lose it just a little bit there. So I'm going to bring it down a tiny touch. Somewhere around there looks good. There's before and there's after. Let's have a look. Should we put a film border on here? Yeah, I think if we went with a film border, because it's quite a dark image, I think the darker film border 2, works really well with this one. And again, we could go for a light leak. We've got this vertical image, so let's go for a vertical light leak. Do this one, or actually we could do it in horizontal as well. Yeah, let's go with that. So this is Light Leak 11. This is the horizontal version of it, but I'm using it on a vertical image. So it's always worth having a play around. That's what the vertical one would look like. So it's on the edges. I'll go with the horizontal one. So there is the before, and there's after, and there's the side by side for you. Go to 100. Suits this really, really well. Got these really nice colors running through the foliage and through the outfit here as well. And then we've got the film border, and it's just complemented really nicely with this light leak from the Archipelago Light Leaks preset collection. Quick note on that one actually as well. So if you are a Quest subscriber, obviously you can download Quest 11. It's out now. Go get it if you haven't already. It's incredible. But not only that, as a Quest subscriber, you also get 30% off the Archipelago presets, so the regular priced Archipelago presets. So even though our Black Friday sale has ended now, you can still get 30% off if you're a Quest subscriber. So if you don't have the light leaks, let's say, and you wanted to have them to complement this Quest 11 set, you can go ahead and buy those with 30% off using the code that's on the Quest members homepage. And for anyone that's not a Quest subscriber and you're liking the look of these presets, Quest is just $8 each month for the subscription, and you can go ahead and download these presets for free if you subscribe. This is the current month's presets. You also get access to download all of the previous presets for $22 each set in the archive store. And this is obviously the 11th set that we've released. We've also got some bonus tool sets along the way as well, so loads in there for you to check out. All right, let me have a quick catch up with all of the chat going on in here. Loving those earthy tones. Yes, absolutely. Lee says, I love this. Leah, okay, adding light leaks to my basket too then. Yeah, you might want them if you like this sort of vibe. Emily says, I love my light leaks. Glad to hear it, Emily. All right, so Leah said 7 and then 2, I think. Let's go with 2 next. So still got image number 3, 8 and 9. So we'll run through those shortly. But let's dive back in and we'll edit with Quest 11 on this image here. Another one from Rebecca. Really gorgeous, deserty sand dune sort of scene here. So I'm just going to increase the warmth a little bit, not too high. Somewhere around there looks good. Let's take a look at exposure. Maybe bring it up a little tiny bit just to make sure we've got detail in the shadows. And let's take a look. So this is instant film preset 1. Preset 2. 2 is looking very nice on this. The warm colors will definitely complement this one. Preset 3, 4, and then 5, vintage film 1 and vintage film 2. I think 4 is potentially winning it actually, because I really like the subtle magenta tone that's being pushed in there as well. So I'm going to go with 4. Let's take a look. So I'm going to bring it down just a little bit, just so it's not too intense on this image. So I'm going to bring instant film down to about 58. I'm going to play around with the temperature because I think it wants a little bit more warmth in there just to really complement the sort of sand dune location. That's looking very nice. I want some dust and scratches on here as well, so let's have a look. That's 4, that's maybe too intense. 5 is quite nice, that's very subtle. 6 is looking good. What about 8? That's one of my favorites, I think. Maybe a little too intense. I'm going to go for 5. There we go. So that's relatively subtle. You can kind of see it up in the sky here and down in the sand at the bottom there as well, but it definitely adds a nice little bit of texture in the image. And why not? Let's put a film border on. Border 3. That's looking very nice. Here's the before and here's after. And there's the side by side. Wonderful. So let's run through these in order now. So I'm going to do 3, then 8, and then we'll finish with 9. Just for anyone that's been in the stream a little late and just joining us, welcome. Thank you for joining. I'm Liam, one of the developers at Archipelago, and we're taking a look at Quest 11, the latest presets from our subscription series, which is an instant film inspired set. Just a reminder, if you've got any questions, don't hesitate to ask. Throw those in the chat. If it's something I can answer on the stream, I'll answer it. And I'm sure if not, one of the team will be able to answer in the chat there as well. Wonderful. So we've got this lovely image here that we're going to edit with next. I think the exposure is looking good. The white balance, maybe just a slight increase of the temperature. Good. So here we go, instant film 1. That's very, very nice. Instant film 2, 3, 4, and then we've got the film 1 and film 2. I think film 2 on this. I'm just going to bring the instant film profile down a little bit here as well. So I'm going to set that to about 100. Bring the shadows up a tiny touch and then bring the overall exposure down just a little bit here. And don't think, I'm going to leave it with that border. I think it looks really nice as it is. So this is the before and this is after. And if anyone's wondering, this is a Nikon file. So you have an NEF file there. And there's the side by side. I agree completely. It is a very pretty photo, that one. Okay, so image number 8. I would love to see 8 with 5. Has the photographer used something edges? Yeah, so let's do that, Nikki. So image number 8, this is again another Nikon file here. We've got this really gorgeous photo. It looks like the photographer's used a prism maybe, or some sort of glass optic in front of the lens. So we've got this really nice effect on the right side of the frame there. Yes, Leah, I agree completely. These photographers are very, very talented. So for this, I'm going to increase the temperature a little bit because again, we've got that nice warm, sandy kind of vibe here. I'm going to bring the tint down just a tiny little bit, not too much. So Nikki said that she wanted to see 5. Let's have a look. So we've got vintage film 1 and vintage film 2. Ooh, yeah. Vintage film 2. That's looking very, very nice on here. So again, we've got those bands of light running along the top and bottom of the image, and it definitely suits this really, really well with the sort of prism effect that's been shot in camera. So instant film, let's have a little look at this. I definitely like it quite high, just the way it's creating those matte highlights definitely suits this really, really well. Very, very dreamy looking. We can either go, I don't think the dark one works on this, so I think either film effect border 1 or film effect border 3. Both look really nice, but they're just slightly different effects. I may be tempted by 1, but 3 is my go-to, so who knows. Let's go 1, unless anyone thinks anything different. But there's the before, and there's after. Such a transformation. And side by side. Yeah, Brooke agrees 1. Yeah, I think 1's nice on this. It's kind of a little bit more subtle with that kind of soft edge around it. And Richard agrees, which is good. Very, very nice. Again, I don't think I'd do anything else to this. You could add some dust and scratches or even a light leak, but I think with the effect that's been introduced in camera, the film border, I think those two things just add enough to the image just to give it something special. But I think the colors in this are really, really nice. Dreamy as heck, Lee says. Exactly. All right, so we're on to the last image here. Number 9. So we'll edit this one, and then we'll have chance for any further questions, anything else you want to see with these presets before we wrap the stream, and then we'll announce the winners. And the winners will be getting either an Archipelago Quest mug or one of these Quest Lab t-shirts. So worth sticking around. So the last photo here from Thomas Tozzi. This is a very, very cool image. I'm going to go into lens corrections and apply the profile corrections just to get rid of some of that vignette. I'm going to bring the exposure up quite a bit, and we definitely need to add some more temperature to this. Somewhere around there is looking good. Let's see. Oh, this one's gonna be a tough one. These all look so good with it, but I think it could be Vintage Film 2 again. All right, what's the consensus? Which one do you think? I think I'm drawn to Vintage Film 2, but let me know. This is preset 1, preset 2, 3, 4, and then Vintage Film 1 and Vintage Film 2. Definitely 2. Leah says 2. Simonet says yes. Okay, so Vintage Film 2, let's do it. So let's play around with the instant film profile. I think, yeah, it's got to be nice and high. Get that lovely glowy look to this. I'll bring the exposure up just a little bit more. And it's got to be done. Film effect border 3. And let's go all out, and we'll put a light leak on here as well. And I think we're going to go for the same one that we used last time, which is light leak 3 for these bands of light just running down the sides. That looks super nice. Yeah, again, let me zoom out so you can see it from a bit further away. It looks very, very nice. Here's before and after, complete transformation. Super, super nice. There's the side by side. Look at that. Total transformation. Gorgeous images to start with, but I think the preset increasing the profile and getting that lovely glowy look. These streaks of light that are part of this film 2 bonus preset, and then the addition of the border and the light leak 3, I think just adds so much to this. If I go ahead and zoom in, if I zoom in a bit tighter, let's go into it a couple, and I'll show you the side by side. Just super nice. Core blimey, as Leah says. I love it. Yes, I agree. That's a review right there. Core blimey. Amazing. So that's the 10 images, all edited with the brand new Quest set, Quest 11 instant film presets. Looking stunning together here as well. Very, very nice. So it's that time. We're going to be announcing the winners, and then we'll wrap the stream up. But there is time if you've got any more questions, if there's anything else that you want to see, we still have time to do that as well. So don't hesitate to jump in the chat and ask. But if you keep your eye on the chat for a few more moments, one of my trusty team members will be announcing the winners of the Quest swag. And while I've got you, while I've got a captive audience, who's on the Archipelago Community Forum? This just launched in the last couple of days. It's a brand new space where we really want to bring the community to life, away from the algorithms of social media, somewhere where you can share your images, where we can create real community. So it's been live for a couple of days. We've got some amazing conversations going on there already. Super exciting to have that and see it grow and develop. We've got things like image reviews on there. We've got loads of great conversations, sharing some amazing stories, be sharing insight into the team here at Archipelago as well. So if you're not already on there, forum.archipelagopresets.com, go and create an account, become a forum member. Yes, Mark says he joined yesterday. How are you finding it, Mark? Hope you're enjoying it. Mitra says I am, yes. We've got lots and lots of exciting things planned for the forum, but really the idea is it's a space for you to share your work, to connect with other incredible photographers in this community. I've already learned so much just being on there and just getting to connect with people and kind of find out a lot of stuff about people that I didn't know before. So I'm very, very excited to get to know a lot more of you through the forum. Mark says he's enjoying it. Brooke's hooked on the new forum, learning so much already, so much great content. Boom, Lisa's announced the winners. There we go. Congrats to Leah. You get to choose a mug or a Quest Lab t-shirt. Well done, Leah. Take your pick. You've got the Quest Lab t-shirt or the Quest mug. Very, very exciting. If you just reach out to support at archipelagopresets.com, we can sort out getting the prize to you. So big congrats to Leah. Amazing. Well, that brings the stream to a close. Thank you so much to everyone for joining. This will be the last live stream of this year. We'll be back in the new year with the next live stream. We do these at least once every month. And we want to do more as well. So if you've got ideas for things that you'd like to see in a live stream, let us know. We're always open to that. I really enjoy doing these. It's a great way to connect with you and show you the presets and share editing techniques, things like that as well. So can I just ask for that link again for the forum? Yes, absolutely. I'm sure one of the team members will throw it in there, but it's forum.archipelagopresets.com. There we go. The link's in there from Brooke. Thank you, Brooke. So jump over there, create an account, say hello. You can upload an image in the gallery. You can jump into some of the conversations that we've got. There's lots of great stuff in there. So if you go to the home page, you can see all the different forum areas and all of the great content that's in there already. There's badges that you can win. It's a cool place. And we're going to start giving away lots and lots of stuff through there as well. So if you're here and you missed out and you're not Leah and you didn't win the mug or the t-shirt, do get on the forum, because we're going to be giving away loads of stuff through there just to kind of celebrate the launch of the forum. So definitely get over there and start posting and sharing and interacting with the community on there. But that's it from me. Thank you so much for joining, and I can't wait to see you in the next one. Have a good one.